So I am a New Yorker through and through. And when I moved to California, probably at this point, a little over 2 years ago, I thought, I work from home. I don't need a car. Even in LA, I can Uber where I want to Uber, or I don't know, I'll catch a ride with somebody, or I'll just stay home and they can come to me. But I don't need a car. But if I am going to get a car, she is going to be a convertible. And I'm going to put the top down and I'm going to sing and I'm going to look at the palm trees and the sunshine and it's going to be amazing. But it's that or nothing, because I don't need a car. I'm fine with Ubers. Well, eventually I found a convertible for $5,500, a Mercedes. But that Mercedes was a 2007 with over 150,000 miles. And even though she was not expensive to purchase, she was very expensive to maintain. So in the course of the past less than a year that I owned that car, I probably put in more in repairs, the investment, than I did to buy the car to begin with. So, a few weeks ago, I was in a car accident. Everybody's fine, but the car ended up, even though it was kind of a fender bender, it's totaled. That's what the insurance company said, because we're not really sure the car ever had functional airbags. So, it is no longer. It made me think of sunk cost fallacy. It made me think, how much of this is my investment in the investments that I was making? That I believed that because of the investments in the repairs I had made thus far, that everything was going to really work out in the end. Of course, I say this knowing nothing about cars and thinking, well, this time it's going to be the last time, at least for a while, that I need to put this much money into the car. Well, chances are it would have been a lot more money in the months and potentially years to come. So it made me reflect on where else I could be letting sunk cost fallacy get the better of me. Are there personal relationships, professional relationships, work in of itself, where I feel like I've come this far and I've put in this much, so of course I should stick with it, right? And maybe the answer is, you sure you want to do that now? So in thinking about this, I'm going to extend the invitation to you to really take a look at your life, where you are now, your values, your priorities, your relationships, the way that you want your future to look, the way that you want your present to look. And think about, are there areas where you're sticking with a thing and potentially doubling down? Whether that's a job, a career, a city, a house, a relationship, personal or professional, where you've put in an investment, but perhaps given your current priorities, values, vision, if perhaps you want to pivot, and that possibly means letting go despite the investment. And perhaps the investment and any rewards you reap from that is enough in and of itself. And if you cut your losses, and there is going to be some possible pain involved with that, maybe it's worth the discomfort, because then you can focus your energy, your attention, and future investments, monetary or otherwise, in the areas in which your focus is going now, the things that matter most to you now. So over to you. What areas could you possibly reflect upon where maybe there's a little sunk cost fallacy involved, and maybe it's time to let some things go? In the long run, because of the accident, I ended up letting my beautiful little Mercedes convertible for $5,500, but way more than that, go. And I feel great. I have a new Mazda. She's great. And She's so much safer. She's got all these safety bells and whistles. She's got airbags, you know, that kind of thing. I'm glad I let the other one go. Moving on, looking into the future.